Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my shop mustache for the month of October. So for the month of October, it was the pick one brand to use for the month of October, you guys. And this was hard. This was super hard for me to pick, but I officially picked one, and it was thanks to one of you guys that had suggested it, and I was like, oh, ding, ding, ding. That's a good one to use. So if you're interested to see what brand I picked, just stay tuned. As always, you guys, all lip products will be shared in my monthly lipstick bag. So that same brand will be turned over to my lipstick bag. So today I want to share with you guys what brand did I choose? I wanted to choose a brand that, one, I had enough variety to share with you guys, first of all. Second of all, it wasn't your traditional brand, one that you would suspect me picking, one that is known constantly, one that is always talked about. I wanted to pick something different, and one of you guys had mentioned it, and of course you know me so well because this was my first love. Can anybody guess it? I'm gonna give you 2 seconds before I say it. I picked Bare Minerals. Bare Minerals was the brand that I chose. I had quite a few products from them. Obviously not everything, but for the majority of it, I did have a ton to play with, and I have fallen in love with a ton, to the point where there are some things that I did not put on my face to share with you guys to show you. So let's get right into it. The first thing I did pull out was this palette. I only picked one palette to pull out. This is an oldie but a goodie. This was a palette that brought 6 eyeshadows, 2 blushes, a bronzer, and a highlight. So this is what it looks like. I think it's something magic. I can't remember what this is called, and I don't think I have the name of it here. But this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like here. This is more of a rosy, burgundy type of eyeshadows. You do not get too many mattes in here. You get this one, which is a matte, and then this one, which is a matte. All the rest have some sort of like shimmer or are a satin finish. This is by far my favorite eyeshadow right here. This one is just so beautiful on the eyes. It's like a taupey shade. It is stunning. I loved it. Every look that I came out with this, it looked very soft, very feminine, very pretty. I gotta tell you though that these shadows, the darker ones, faded on me. This one was a very hard one to work with. You don't get a lot of payoff with it. You have to build it up, and then after about 5 or 6 hours, that did fade on me. As far as these go, these blushes right here, I do own both of these in the single pan, so I knew I loved these already. You get a plummier shade, neutral shade, and then you get one that is more of like your NARS Orgasm type of shade. Then this one is called the Close Call. This is a beautiful matte bronzer. It's super pretty. I really did like it. And then this highlighter didn't really show up too much. I'm not a fan of this highlighter in this palette. It's very, very subtle. It's more of a gold, a deeper gold type of shade, but it really didn't show up, so I was not a fan of this at all. So my thoughts on this is I do like it. I do enjoy it, but I think I'm going to part ways with this one. I think one of my sisters will get more use out of this than I will, because I do have a ton. I do like it, but I feel like I already have these type of shades in Bare Minerals products that I don't need to keep. Like this one, I have similar ones in the Bare Minerals Duo Quads and things, and I don't want to keep it just for this. And then I do have these already in a single form. I do like this one, but it's not anything to scream about, and I was not a fan of this highlighting palette. So for that reason, this is going to be leaving my collection. So now for the next product, this is a bronzer. I've been wanting this bronzer ever since they came out, and I've never been able to get my hands on it because I'm not a bronzer fanatic, but I found this at TJ Maxx. This is the Fair to Light, and it was only $7.99. This is what I'm wearing on my cheeks. Oh my goodness, it's everything I thought it would be. I own all the highlighters in this formula, so I knew I was gonna like the bronzer. I am such a fan. I'm so happy that I have this in my collection. First bronzer I bought all year is this one, and I couldn't be happier. This is the one I really wanted. This is the one I wanted to get my hands on. I probably could have gone with medium, but they only had Fair to Light at TJ Maxx, and I don't care. I could build it up, and it just looks so natural. It reminds me of the Hourglass powders. Oh yes, staying in my collection. I'm so happy I found that. So, so happy. The other bronzer I used was Warmth. Warmth is a oldie but a goodie from Bare Minerals. This is definitely warmer. It looks nice on my skin tone because I am a neutral undertone. It looks even better in the summertime. It is a loose powder. I'm going to show you close-ups of all these swatches just because I don't want to open these pigments up because they're going to get everywhere. For that reason, I'm sure a lot of you guys are not going to like it because it is a loose pigment, but I do like it. I use these type of brushes when it comes to my loose powders. It just is so much easier. It's easier to blend out. You don't pick up a lot of product and you don't get like splotches all over your cheeks. So this one's staying. I do like it. I know it's not a lot of people's favorite, but I do like it. A blush, a loose blush. This is Poppy. I don't even think they make this one anymore. Oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful shade. This is like that terracotta type of shade with a little bit of a mauve undertone to it. It is beautiful. I love this shade. I can't tell you how much I love it. I'm so happy I pulled this out. I used this quite a few times. A lot of these products you're going to see that I used a lot on my channel with a bunch of makeup playdates, tutorials, so you're going to see them coming up if you haven't already. So that's staying in my collection as well. This is an oldie but a goodie, and I forgot how good this was. I used to have Summer Bisque, but I gave that to my mother because it was just always too dark for me. This is Bisque. This is a powder concealer as well as a face powder. This gives me a little bit more extra coverage under my eyes when I have really dark circles or I need to cover stuff under my eyes. It is such a finely milled powder that I don't need to put too much under my eyes, and then putting it all over my face, it looks so beautiful. It adds just a little bit more coverage, but not too much where I look super cakey. So I forgot I had that. I'm so happy I pulled it out. I'm keeping this one, definitely. Now let's move on to all these eyeshadow pigments. I had such a blast using these eyeshadow pigments. You guys are going to have to, yeah, we're going to see swatches of these because I'm just such a fan. First one I pulled out was Soft Focus Explore. This is your typical matte brown. It is beautiful. It blends like a dream. Keeping that. Peach Puff. This has a little bit of like a satin feel to it, but it is a peachy shade. Oh my goodness, this is like peach smoothie, is that what it's called? Oh my goodness, what's that Makeup Geek eyeshadow that everyone loves? The peach one. That's what this one reminds me of. It is beautiful. Yes, staying in my collection. Vanilla Sugar is such a beautiful inner corner highlight. It's like that neutral, not super gold but not super yellow type of shadow, and it's like a sheen type. Oh, these look so ethereal on your eyes. Like they have that ethereal angelic type of look. Gosh, I don't know why I just don't use these more often because I love these. This one is called Sandcastle. By far my favorite one in the matte line. This one is like a sandcastle. It's not super brown, but it's not super orange. It's right in the middle. It suits my skin tone so well. Love this one. Trust. Trust is this purple, but it's not super purple. It's like that soft, how do I describe it? Like a, not a violet, like an ice queen, an icy purple lavender. Oh, so pretty. Love this one as well. And all these you can use wet or dry and they just look, oh, stunning. Last two. These I remember loving so much. Sunshine and then Cultured Pearl. These two right here are the two that I used as face highlighters in the whole entire month. Any video you saw in the month of October and maybe a little bit in November, these are the highlighters I use. I'm going to show you guys how beautiful they are. I'm going to put one on one cheek and one on the other. This one is Cultured Pearl, and I'll put this one here so you guys can see. This is a glow within, a glow within. These are not going to accentuate textures. These are eyeshadows, but I use them as highlighters. They don't accentuate texture. They do not fade at all. They stay put all day. They look so natural, but yet you get that pop. Look at that. That is Cultured Pearl. And now look at Sunshine. Sunshine, I remember loving this so much. Oh my gosh. This one is Sunshine. Oh, so beautiful, you guys. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I love these. These are like that Such beautiful. I purposely didn't wear highlights so you guys can see this. And look how I build it up and it still looks natural. Still looks natural. Oh my goodness, yes. I love both of these. Absolutely love both of them. I'm so happy that I pulled these out. When I thought of Bare Minerals, these are the first two I pulled out because I knew I was going to like them. Look at that. Love them. So that's it, guys. These are all the products I use. The only thing that will be leaving my collection is this palette. The pigments I love, I adore. They were one of my first ones. I don't care how old they are. I literally just open them up and spray rubbing alcohol in them so then they can stay sanitized. They still work just as well as they did when I first bought them. I love them. This is why I love pigments so much. I am almost positive the majority of these you probably won't be able to find anymore because that's how I used to get them in kits and things for Bare Minerals. So I'm so sorry, but I'll do my best to at least link the website, link where you can find Bare Minerals, so maybe you can find something very similar. Some of these might still be available, some may not, but I wanted to be honest and show you guys what I use for the month, and they are still staying because I love them. So now we are going to pick for the month of November. Now I'm going to forewarn you guys, I don't know what's going to come up in the month of November, but I do have to tell you guys, since I am moving, and yeah, you'll probably see this before I move, I may not be able to do 100% like I have been doing because I may only be able to wear makeup for like 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks I will be moving and unpacking and organizing and, you know, the whole spiel. So bear in mind, I do apologize for the month of November for my Shop My Stash makeup lipstick bag. I may not use a lot of products, and I thought of not doing it for the month of November, but I still wanted to share something with you guys. So let's move on and pick what the next month will be. Ah, why? Why would you do me that dirty? Indie brands. Oh, I wanted this for a full month. Why? Ah, I wanted indie brands, but for a month that I could do the full month. This is so unfair. All right, so for the month of November, it's all about indie brands. All about indie brands, you guys. So prep yourselves because this is going to be so much fun, you guys. Ooh. Oh, that's such a shame that it's for the month of November. Ooh. Anyway. Thank you again for watching. I will catch you guys in my next video. And don't forget that a smile is the best makeup a girl can wear. Bye, guys.